Hi everyone, this is Debbie from Project 39 Mini Albums, and I'm going to just do a quick project share on these cinch bound notebooks. Now, you've probably seen them on my channel before, but I just thought I'd show you the camping themed ones, which of course is appropriate since I live and travel and craft in my RV. I had paper in my stash. I used to make camping trip log journals where if you were to camp, you could log each campsite and, sort of put what the features were and where it was and how long you stayed and good things and bad things about it. So I used to sell them in my Etsy shop. I think I have one or two left, but I had a lot of camping paper. I don't make those anymore. I just didn't feel like they were that creative, although they're useful, and I still make them. If I meet people that are new campers, I will make them their own personal book from time to time. So anyhow, I had a lot of camping stuff. And I wanted to smash a lot of my single sheets because I wasn't using them anymore. And then one of the sheets had all of these different icons and words and whatever, and it was sort of cute. And I also had this ephemera, bits and pieces from Simple Stories called Happy Trails, which some of it was sort of retro, but I was able to use it. So let me show you just a couple of these. I'm not going to go through every single page. This one was fun just because I liked the bear, and that was from that Simple Stories collection. I just put a piece of wood grain paper on the back. Used some orange cinch coils, which I thought were a lot of fun. Oh, yeah, I didn't mean to throw the trash in there, but I just had these different pieces. Now, this one, I don't always make the books with a little tab on it, and I don't always make that folder in the front. I just keep it simple and just put the pages. I put some dividers. I use some of these journal cards that were in my stash as dividers. So that's just a quick one. What I'll probably do with these is, so this one has a folder. I need to put something on here so you don't notice that's all backwards. And then there's dividers here I just made out of the paper. I'll probably sell them at the campground here, or I might even give them out to some of the kids that are camping. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. There's the folder. Oh, I did put some paper on here. Oh, this might be perfect for that. All right, I'll go through and work on some of my things. So these are, of course, index cards. They are the 4 by 6 size ones that you cut in half. So you get a lot. This is a different paper, sort of muted tones. I really didn't have much to go with it, so I just added something to the cover. I didn't go too crazy on these. Like I say, I'll probably end up selling them or giving them to kids in the area. Do wild things. That's perfect for kids. Oh, I had these stickers. I think they came from like the dollar spot in Target so long ago that I need to use glue to stick them down because they just don't stick anymore. Where's this one? Let's camp out under the moon and stars. A little map, just things like that. And then here's the last one. For the cover of this, I cut out of the paper just some of the icons and the whatever you call it. There's the folder, and I did put paper on it. So anyhow, they're just sort of cute little books that help use up the stash. And usually I try to use up the coils that are in pieces, but in this case I actually used coils that I cut apart. And this is totally different paper, but I tried to make it work. I used the ephemera that I had, added some here. Of course, there's a balloon theme here, which I think I'll leave it or I'll cover it up. I'm not sure. But that's some of the Simple Stories bits and pieces. Here's some more. I went through one day and took all of my pieces, not all of them, a good handful of my solids, because I keep them in a box, and when the box gets too big, I got to do something with it. And I just cut them down to 3 by 4 so I could use them in these books. And then the last one I still have to figure out how I'm going to decorate because it's a totally different paper. I think it's a Stampin' Up paper with a balloon theme. And so there's that on the cover. And then I've got the little notebooky thing. And then here's a tab. There's all the little pages. Here's another tab, all the little pages. And then finally one last tab with all the little pages. So I need to come up with something to put on the cover. It's obviously not a camping theme, but I've got a die that's balloons, but I don't know. Don't know if that's exactly what I want. But, you know, I made a bunch. I made a lot of them, used up several pieces of paper from my stash, some of the bits and pieces ephemera, and I will use more. You know, if I'm lucky, I'll be able to finish it all up. So that is what I wanted to show you today, just some projects using things from my stash. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a fabulous day.